It was an absolutely full weekend here at the University of Iowa, and that's also true for Hawkeye sports action. Inside the Daily Iowan TV sports studio, I'm Nick Fisher. Lisa Bluter's bunch was back in action Thursday night inside Carver. The team held their own on the court, remaining undefeated at home. Sports reporter Chelsea Brown was there and has the highlights.
Going into this matchup against Ohio State, the Iowa women's basketball team had their eye on two key scorers, Kelsey Mitchell and Amaris Alston, and knew they needed to shut them down. Iowa trying to maintain their undefeated record at home, and they start out on fire. Sam Logic with the steal here, and a pass to Allie Disterhoff finds Whitney Jennings under the hoop, good for a layup and a 15-10 lead for the Hawkeyes. They continue their streak. This time Allie Disterhoff goes in for the layup, now 34-18. Melissa Dixon grabs the steal here and gets the rebound, but it's Callie Peschel who goes in for the drive. Hawkeyes up 41-29 at half. Things started shaky for the Hawkeyes in the second half, and the leading team scorer for the Buckeyes, Kelsey Mitchell, sinks a three to make this game interesting, and Ohio State only down by one. The Hawkeyes find their first half rhythm, and Allie Disterhoff helps finish this one off with a final score of 73-65. Head coach Lisa Bluter was pleased with the team's defense, cutting in half both Alston and Mitchell's total points, but says their turnovers in the second half could have been costly.
I mean, again, our fast break was so there in the first half, and I think the second half, you know, they did a great job of getting back, and I think we had some turnovers trying to push it. But it's hard when you've been successful at it and you've been able to push. It's hard to kind of pull back the reins a little bit.
It was a win for the Hawkeyes today, but Coach Bluter knows they still have Ohio State on their future schedule. For that game, the Hawkeyes head to Columbus to take on the Buckeyes February 21st. For more on this Hawkeye win, I'll toss it over to Laura Belanda with more on some Hawkeye bests.
Thanks, Chelsea. Not only did the team walk away with a Big Ten victory, but three Hawkeye seniors had the satisfaction of setting a few new records. Sam Logic, Bethany Doolittle, and Melissa Dixon have been the motor behind this Iowa basketball team, helping them to reach a record of 45-13 over the past two seasons. The 16th ranked Hawkeyes are led by this senior core, who have made their way to the record books over their years playing for head coach Lisa Bluter. Number 22 starting guard Sam Logic moved up in the Big Ten rankings after their defeat over Ohio State to the 5th all-time record of assists, with a record of 787. Logic has also been named to the Lieberman Award watch list for her second consecutive year and was named Academic All-District. Another starting senior guard, number 21 Melissa Dixon, has been recognized in the Big Ten Conference as the third all-time three-point shooter, with a career of 296. She scored 13 points against Ohio State, 9 of those from behind the arc, putting her at the top of the rankings in Iowa women's basketball history for most three-pointers. And at the other end of the court, number 51 Bethany Doolittle does a lot for the Hawks defensively, being named in the Iowa record books as the second all-time leader in total blocks with 238. She added up 5 blocks against Ohio State with 13 total rebounds. And not only did she take over on defense, but also came out with a total of 19 points after Thursday's game. Talent is filling this Hawkeye roster, and with the team's return to Carver on February 15th against Indiana, they hope to keep their 13-0 record alive on their home court. Reporting inside Carver Hawkeye Arena, this is Laura Belanda from Daily Iowan TV Sports.
They continue their Big Ten domination as they took down Wisconsin 87-75 earlier today. On the flip side, the men's basketball team battled a new Big Ten team just this afternoon when the Maryland Terrapins came to Carver Hawkeye Arena for the first time. Earlier this year, we got a chance to sit down with Maryland senior Des Wells, where he told us about some connections he has with Iowa.
Pretty good friends with him. We were at camp together this summer. I got a chance to really get to know him as a person. He's really cool. I'm excited to play against him again.
This being only the 4th time ever playing Iowa in program history, Des knew that Carver would be one-of-a-kind arena.
I don't mind. If I'm playing in the Lions, then I'm going to be who I am regardless. But I'm excited to play in Iowa, though. I heard they have a really, really good student section, so I think that'll be exciting and just soaking up all this experience, because you only get this one time.
Carver must have really got to the Terps as they fell earlier today 71-55. And for an extended look at tonight's matchup, make sure to tune in tomorrow to Daily Iowan TV. The top-ranked University of Iowa wrestling team won both of their duels on the road this weekend. Friday night, they clinched 9 out of 10 bouts to defeat the Maryland Terrapins 33-3. At 157 pounds, Michael Kelly was the sole Hawkeye to not get a win. Iowa then went on to clinch a share of the Big Ten Conference regular season title by winning in a close matchup between Penn State 18-12. Brandon Sorensen claimed his 5th straight win over ranked opponents. And at 174 weight class, Mike Evans lost for the first time this season against Penn State's Matt Brown. And heavyweight Bobby Telford improved to 8-1 over ranked opponents. Make sure to tune in to Daily Iowan TV Thursday for our match side coverage, as we'll have more on this matchup and a preview of Michigan and Virginia as they take their trip to Carver this weekend. That's all I have for you here in the Daily Iowan TV Sports Studio. Back to you guys at the desk.